So today we're going to talk about handling annoying nonsense criticism, or what I call the mother-in-law problem. Okay? It's really quick, it's really easy, and it's 2 steps. Okay? Step 1, say thank you. Sincerely, say thank you. Say, okay, thank you. Step 2, say, ask them, what would you do in this situation? Okay? It's literally just a, okay, thank you for your input. What would you do in this situation? Now, here is probably the most important thing. You cannot be sarcastic when you're doing this, okay? Especially if they've been on you for an hour about things, okay? You cannot be sarcastic about this and say, thank you! What would you do in this situation? You just can't do that. It doesn't work, doesn't make things better. Never has, probably never will. Okay? Sometimes getting out a notebook can even be considered sarcasm. I noticed this one time. I pulled out a notebook on someone and I'm like, okay, here's the problem with this, here's the problem with this, here's the problem with this. Okay. I had 3 pages by the end of that. And they got pissed off when I started making this. Another thing is when they start making demands and stuff like that, it's odd. Because especially if you're on the phone around somebody that they're not particularly fond of, oh good lord, and they sound like a tyrant with some of their demands, and you're taking off and all of a sudden they think that you're making them look like the bad guy. I'm thinking, oh good god, well, you know, if it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, maybe it's a duck. I call that pointing out the obvious. You might call that laconic phrase, you might call that shit talking. It is, okay? And it is what it is. Remember, life's tough. It's even tougher if you don't know how to go where you're going.